broadcasting from Fintas, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL, Editorial News Weekend Review for December 6, 2009. Continue with everybody working for the weekend. Everybody looking for romance, but not at the Capitol, where the good old guys of the Senate, that's the Democrats and Republicans, are working the weekend, baby. They usually be out and about. And maybe one guy, I think, reportedly he was out, better known as Senator Alan Sexton. He may have been down in Georgia for the SEC championship, rooting for his team. You know, I love that Crimson Tide and that Nick Saban. He's gonna do it. Go get him, boys. And guess what? The good news is Crimson Tide of Alabama 32. Florida 14. Florida Gators 14. So that means Alabama gets to go to the BCS, which is the Bowl Championship Series, wherever they can make up, to the good old, they go against Texas, who somehow, some way, how Colt McCoy can throw one to hit a rail close to Lance Armstrong. You know, when you get close to the champ, the 7-time champion of Tour de France, you're gonna win. Even though the time ran out, they say it was 0-0-0, but when he hit that rail, it was 1 second left. And guess what? Set it up for their superb field goal kicker, and he kicked a 46-yarder, beat Nebraska. I told my friend Nebraska was going to give him a game, and they almost won. But guess what? That means Cincinnati, TCU, Boise State, you can argue, fuss. Why don't you have a triple threat match for the bowl game? Matter of fact, have a playoff system, you bunch of criminals. But anyway, and stop trying to make up for money. I bet you now, going back to the senators who work in the weekend about this health care, maybe they was thinking about, maybe we can get those lobbyists to give us some more money, you know, on the side. Yeah, so we can root for our team. Yeah, all right. You know, Alan Sexton's going to get paid. Yeah. He might have to make a speech on his Crimson Tide. You know, back in the days when Bear Bryant was coaching, I loved that guy. I was a young whippersnapper. But now Nick Saban, he's going to reserve a seat for me over in the place where I'm going to be at for the BCS Bowl. I'm going to be in that box stand. Oh yeah, I'll be ready. Go Crimson, roll Tide. So he was nowhere to be around, but everybody else had to vote on the, what about the health care? Democrats want to change things around, maybe sugar-coat it for the people. Yeah, so you could have all those white people out there on the in front of Washington Monument, and they say racism is not there in America. It's stand out front and center. Everybody who backed up Obama is out there in front and center. And then while the blacks, like, oh, Obama did it. No, it's based on your Congress. Deal with history. So That's the key thing. So Democrats are trying to put a fine loophole, fine print on there, while the Republicans saying, scratch it, tear it up, let it go so we can have some days off. Let's go ahead and close out the Senate and close down the Capitol so we could go home to our wives and our families and our mistress. And celebrate our holidays early. Nah. And you see, if the Democrats want one thing, Republicans want the other thing. So, and the independent himself, which is Lieberman, he don't care. Joe Lieberman, he don't care. Hey, he better go home anyway. Yeah, just go on, go home then, Joe. Let it go, Joe. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do anyway. The poor American people who you put money on, these senators, they ain't worth Indian nickel. But I'll be right back with more LTL Editorial News Weekend Review.